Donald Trump is expected to sign an executive order today mandating that any commercial truck driver in the United States speaks proficient English. This is really about two things. One is safety, and the other is the massive amount of capacity that's been added to the industry, largely from non-resident workers in the United States. So let's talk about the safety element. You've got a truck with 80,000 pounds barreling down the highway. I think there's a real solid argument that that driver should be able to speak and understand what he's reading on the roads and be able to perform that task successfully. Again, communication is really important. This is true in any form of transportation, but certainly true when you've got a commercial vehicle driving down the road, again, with 80,000 pounds. I think we all want to make sure that the roads are safe and that the people driving the cargo understand the rules, regulations, and can interpret them in the day-to-day execution. The second part of this is really related to the trucking industry. Trucking industry has been struggling under a multiple year great freight recession, which is one of the largest downturns in trucking history. And a large percent of the trucking population has been includes folks that do not speak English. And a lot of these folks are over here making an honest living, trying to keep the freight moving. But the problem is the trucking industry has way too much capacity. And some of these folks actually don't even have work permits in the United States. This is a way to actually enforce that. It will do two things. It will constrict the capacity that's out there and make it so that there are less really trucks on the road. That will help the trucking industry because it will right-size the capacity. And the second thing it will do is make sure, or at least strongly put a framework in place that restricts the trucking driver population to folks that actually have visas here to work in the United States. Visas or are residents. So all of this is important to follow really from a capacity situation and from a safety situation. And I think the trucking industry is largely going to applaud this because it does take excess capacity out of the market, at the same time does enforce safety. So it's something to watch over the next couple of months. We'll see how this impacts capacity. Right now, I think it's a positive development for the trucking industry, and one that for the most part, the industry, particularly the truck drivers, will applaud.